All my women, this boss.
But at the end of the day, nobody put a gun to my head, so I'll keep it real and say we make the sacrifice. Yeah, I mean, that's the position that some of these mid-range leagues are in, like myself. Some things is going to be a gain.
Can't afford that L out the gate.
But when you come into battle rap, you have to love this shit. You have to. Our first half of our RBE platform being here was losses. You know what I'm saying? You have to the very first card that we did, me and Shaka was on the phone breaking that card down. We knew we had Averb, getting Averb money, Goods, getting Goods money, Pay Swave good, Pay Raw good, Bonnie, Duchess, Bones Brigante and Flames got paid more than a lot of these motherfuckers get paid today. Those guys.
But you had a game plan. You was thinking about
me and Shaka turn the heads early.
Bring their heads in, and then I know the next two events.
And if you came to that event, there was probably only like 70 people there.
I went there.
You know what I'm saying? There's probably you in the footage of being in the crowd. Yeah. There was only like 70 people there. We was on the phone before the event, saying like we did the math. I'm gonna make a guesstimate. Like, all right, we about to sacrifice this $8,000. We make that sacrifice. The battlers get guaranteed bread, and that's why when we fuck with you a certain way, it becomes personal. You know what I'm saying? What we sacrifice for you, because we don't get those type of sacrifices back. You know what I'm saying? That you see my voice changing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna go back on that. But it's like that's what it takes sometimes to build your shit. But the position that the battle rappers is in, it's not gonna change unless you create more opportunities for them. And there's more platforms here that are credible, that are respectable, that do good production, put out good product. Push those platforms. Push those platforms.
I feel like they could be done on both parts. I feel like the branding and the marketing of a battle rapper can go beyond battle rap. There's other ways to get this battle rap money. There's other ways to create an image. I think it needs to get to the point where you start getting these guys some endorsements. The way some of these guys look on the camera. All that shit comes into consideration in order on how you want to brand somebody to get those bigger looks. You understand? And this is fucking 101 marketing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so as a league, a lot of these guys are not taking in consideration the footage, the microphones, you know, and they're just trying to do it together. And those are the people you got to stay away from those. You got to really deal with a league that honestly takes its time, wants to invest, and wants to make sure you look as good as the league is looking. You know, some of these leagues don't only care about doing money. I go to a host of fucking event in Carajo land, you know what I mean? Some bullshit. And I'm there and I got my bread, and then I just see how they treating the battlers and all that, and I could just tell like, oh yeah, this nigga only getting his door money, he eating off the hood, and he's throwing 5 of his niggas that freestyle that didn't prepare, and they're battling, and oh yeah, this nigga nice. It's a waste of my time, but I'm getting checked, but I would never go back there again. You know what I mean? One and done. So, you know, it's gotta be a balance.
It's hard work, man. Like, and you have to progress. You have to take your shit serious. Like, if you look at some of our early battles and the editing, we started out solid, and we ain't Hollywood yet. You know what I'm saying? But even our editing, our graphics, everything has been growing. Every card,
even for me, like now that I started a development league, like I'm not trying to steal cards. I'm trying to develop battlers that I see. And I'm like, yo, these guys will never get seen in these markets. I'm gonna bring them out to New York to be seen by the ARPs, by these guys, by whatever, and try to get them a bigger look. But I guide these guys too. But even I realized, like, damn, I'm Cortez. You know how many favors I could get to do an event? I'm one of the few people I could get a Tay-Rock to come host my battle, and he's just gonna come. You know what I mean? Or this person or that nigga's just gonna fuck with me, and it's still killing my pockets. You understand? And I'm like, damn, this shit is.
So you know how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
So Cole, you kind of do have the league and the battlers perspective, because I've been to a couple of your events and everything like that. So
you know what I mean? So it's like,
we take losses.
And I just now, it's my 3rd event, and I just now got good editing, like real solid editing. You understand? It's not a game. It's not cheap. You know. And that's why I said it just depends on Who? You know, we can't act like URL and King of the Dot didn't make a lot of sacrifices.
Absolutely.
Go to the beginning of their
Absolutely.
YouTube channels. You see shit in the street.
There is no
battles, you know?
buzzing, successful, or on the come up platform without sacrifice.
But
that
we were battling
hasn't had
for free.
significant
But we were
sacrifice.
battling for free on those cameras back then. A league starting now ain't gonna get somebody battling for free unless they're not known.
Yeah.
That's maybe another catch-22. Back then, you was able to get a fucking
You was battling for your name.
A Pat Stay at Disaster.
But there's no money being generated back then. You know what I'm saying?
door money. That's it.
It's a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? A couple of dollars. Now, you know, you could hire somebody to come battle on your platform in Chicago. He's flying in from out of town.
That's right.
And
there.
even fans are flying in. You know, at our last event, I did a Ciroc bottle giveaway for the person that was furthest from New York. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, bring your license up here. Whoever come the furthest is going to take this bottle of Ciroc. I think the furthest was from Florida in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where the game is right now. There's more money being generated. But when there's more money generated, there's going to be people with higher prices, whether it be the league wanting to make more or the battlers want to make more. It's got to be sacrifices on both sides.
Catch me out in Cali with the cholos. Keep a bad bitty, got a tugging on the logos. Keep a few dogs on them bricks like Toto Skywalker. Got a nigga high hand. Solo pants, polo bands, fofo, white girl with a fat ass.
Shit.
Old hoe on FOMO. Six guards with FOMO. Check my head, FOFO. 3400, get you a faux shit I'm talking about. Gotta be as cool.
Glory that Alex McQueen. Yeah. Don't pop, we get cream. Young Bunchy on the tip. Money on the sick. Semi. Top. All my wrists is frost. All my women is boss. Work my wrist with